Howdy YouTube, today we're taking a look at the WWE Mattel Elite Series 43, the Samoan Submission Machine, the NXT Champion, Samoa Joe. Certainly a very cool figure, one a lot of collectors have been waiting for a very long time to get a WWE version of, I think, one of the best wrestlers of the modern era, certainly the last 10 years. Definitely underappreciated in TNA, but an absolute monster. Very happy he's at WWE. Cannot wait for him to enter the main roster. I doubt it, but hopefully something comes up with the brand split and Raw and SmackDown. He would be great working against Randy Orton, John Cena, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor he's obviously worked against before, had some great matches. AJ Styles, even though it's been done in TNA, to see the current modern AJ Styles against Samoa Joe would be great. Samoa Joe Brock Lesnar would be great. Samoa Joe Seth Rollins would be epic. There's just so many matches you can have with Samoa Joe that make you just excited to see him enter the main roster. Definitely a cool looking figure. Mattel took their time with this guy, but I think it was worth the wait. The accessories he comes with, the towel looks outstanding, the shirt looks outstanding, the figure itself looks outstanding. Very keen to get him opened up and out of packaging. Taking a look at the side, you see Samoa Joe on the back there. Really nice indeed. Look at that, he's menacing, really cool. I guess proof that you can be a really badass wrestler and you don't have to have that, massive Triple H type bodybuilder physique. You can see, I guess, on the picture, the ab lines there. He obviously is Tank. A bit like a Mark Hunt. You don't have to be built to necessarily be tough. On the back, 6'2", 282 pounds, is a big guy. The Muscle Buster, Huntington Beach, California. And career highlights, what's interesting is the 2015 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic winner. I didn't know that was the case, to be completely honest. I don't watch a lot of NXT just because I'm really busy, but whenever Samoa Joe is on a pay-per-view, definitely the specials and things like that, or if there's a big match I know about, I will go and make the effort to watch him. The first time I saw him was TNA. I was a big Kurt Angle fan. When he left for TNA, I started watching TNA a little bit before he came there, actually, but Samoa Joe was the champ at the time. That rivalry, do yourself a favor, if you want to see three of the best matches of all time, great storytelling, look at the Samoa Joe Kurt Angle trilogy. People say Shawn Michaels Undertaker WrestleMania, greatest match of all time. That probably is, but for me, the Samoa Joe Kurt Angle trilogy, those three fights were epic. Really, do yourself a favor if you're a wrestling fan. Make sure you go check those out. The last one was in a steel cage. It was more of like a mixed MMA type fight, but it was great. Honestly, I think it's the three best matches in TNA's history as well. So with that, let's get Samoa Joe opened up. Okay, and here we've got Samoa Joe opened up and out of packaging. A really cool looking figure. He's sporting the Brock Lesnar type trunks. I love it. I'll bring it forward so you guys can take a look at his face. I think Mattel did a good job of recreating a modern Samoa Joe with the nice mutton chops there on the side. The face is really good. Sometimes Mattel can be a little bit hit and miss. Definitely this one, I think they got the likeness of Samoa Joe really good. They nailed the body type as well. I'm not sure if they've used this body type before. It looks like its own unique body type, which is always good when they go to that effort. Taking a look at the back of the figure as well, you can see mine's a little bit beat up and has a few paint imperfections on it, which is a little bit annoying, to be honest with you. Quality control Mattel. One thing I like that is really good is at least it's all the same color. One thing I hate is when, and it's not too bad here, but when the skin color is painted different to the rest of the body, and you get that a lot with, say, the John Cena figures below the shorts and things like that. But on this guy, it is not too bad. There's not a lot of detail on him. It's pretty bare bones, but having said that, he's Samoa Joe, and it's very accurate attire. Ball jointed head, ball jointed arms, swivel bicep, bend at the elbow, swivel in the wrist, ab crunch, swivel waist, swivel in the legs, swivel in the thigh, double bend at the knee, swivel in the boot, and swivel in the ankle. So a ton of elite articulation, which is really good for Samoa Joe's first figure. Okay, and here we've got Samoa Joe with his accessories. He comes with the Samoa Joe SoCal t-shirt, which I think is a fantastic shirt, to be honest. You could wear that in public and non-wrestling fans wouldn't know what it is, so he could get away with it, which is pretty cool. He comes with a towel as well, which is really great detail. It is soft rubber, but has a nice texture to it. So I'm very happy with this figure. It did take a long time to finally get my hands on it, but Mattel did a great job. Just for comparison, I've got him here with Finn Balor and AJ Styles. You can see scaling-wise, I guess he does fit in. Only being 6'2", he's a little bit smaller than some of the other wrestlers. But if you compare him to John Cena, who I'll bring in, they're around the same height. So scaling, I think, is not too bad, but I think it could be a little bit better. Overall, though, a fantastic figure. If you're a fan of Samoa Joe, obviously this is a must-have. If you're a WWE fan in general and you don't know who this guy is, punch yourself in the face. First of all, look up on the WWE Network some of his matches that he's had in NXT. And then if you're a wrestling fan, look up the Kurt Angle Samoa Joe trilogy. Absolutely amazing. Can't wait for this guy to enter the main roster. Very happy with this figure from Mattel.